Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. I think there's usually supposed to be some kind of stats below me, isn't there? Oh well. Hey everyone, how's it going? Offbeat here. I'm running cams, I'm running cams, we're running commentary. We're gonna have a little fun this morning as, what do we got? We got an early NA game, right? We got the Sabers, and we got Inferno Dragons. So we should be just about good to go here. We've got almost everyone in. I think Dragon's just waiting for one more player to show up. But hey, we're here. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? So let's take some time to set up the game here, right? I know there's supposed to be something below me. So what rank, you're asking? Right, so coming into this, we do have Sabers, which are a gold team, and Inferno Dragons, which are still unranked. That being said, Inferno Dragons have won their first two ranked games here, and so after this third one, they'll get the rank. So we'll see if they end up in the gold, or if they or if if they're able to finish that 3-0 and finish out strong. Galaxy Love Mouse King. How are I? How are you? I'm doing very well. It's a good morning. I'm a morning person, which means this is perfect for me. I love these early games. I'll always grab them whenever I can. Jeep Girls, good morning. So prediction poll is closed, and that is because we are in theory supposed to be starting, but we are still waiting for one more player from Dragons to show up. Mo asking, how do I get my game casted? That is a very good question, and the simple answer is hype votes. By having your game at a time when casters are likely to pick it up. So the little orange up votes beside your game, you click those, you get how much on that. Is primarily what casters use when deciding what games they're going to cast. Like, all right, I'm on tonight, I'm on at this time. What am I going to watch? Or what am I going to cast? And that is primarily what we look at. Obviously, there's a priority for, if there's a master game, we're obviously going to try and hit the master game. But after that, that is our go-to way of deciding which games get cast. Because if people want to see it cast, that's what we're gonna cast. So yeah, that's the plan. And that is, I mean, you can say that's kind of how this game got cast, but really this game got cast because it was the only game playing right now, and I really wanted to cast some Echo Arena. So here we are. We're just gonna ping them a little bit to see if we can get them to hurry up and get their 4th player. Unfortunately, this is only the one game. It's the only one game happening around now, and so basically, if this game starts a little late, it's not the end of the world. But obviously, we're trying to keep it moving on time, keep everyone needing to stay consistent. Oh, how do I get my game casted? That's basically it. You do that, and then it gets picked. The casters decide if they're free during that time, because everyone here is doing it on a volunteer basis. It'll get picked up at that time, and you'll get notified. We don't go reaching out to casters and asking specifically to be cast or anything like that. That's a surefire way to make sure it doesn't happen, and you will probably get a nice generic response that will always get bumped around. Because if we accept it, if people message us and ask to cast and got cast as a result, it would invalidate the whole system, and everyone would be constantly messaging us, and we would get nothing done. 1 second. Well, I'm gonna tag them and see if we are getting that 4th. Oh. Alright, I've just been notified that it looks like, sorry for all of you who have been putting your points on the dragons, because unfortunately it does look like they might be playing down a player here, being notified that they might only have 3 coming in. So, oof. I'm actually kind of serious to say, let's take a look at that prediction poll and see how we're all doing. Inferno Dragon, 75% of the channel point vote. So hey, those of you who put your money on Sabers, looking potentially good here. Yeah. 1 second, everyone. I'm trying to resolve things. I am being told that it looks like that they might not have enough official players because they have 2 in here in a sub. And as per VRML rules, you are allowed to start a game with 3 players. But unfortunately, it looks like, unfortunately, you do need to have all 3 of those players as rostered players. And so it looks like we might not actually get a game here, which would be a little sad. We're gonna give it a couple minutes, see if they can get their act together. So I'm gonna throw you back to the main screen for a bit. Hang tight. We'll get you back here in a couple minutes once I have a handle what's going on. We'll see if we can get this game in. If not, I'll come back right away, let you know. So hang tight. Be right back.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. Look in here. One more to go.
You are so right. Thank you, Avery. It looks like we got a game. We got 8 players in the server. Who knows if it'll count officially? But we're here. We're gonna play it through, and we're gonna have some fun with it, right? Yeah. So that's the plan. I'm gonna see if I can get these stats below me up in the meantime. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? There we go. There's the scoreboard. We got it back. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna get these guys to ready up, and we will have a game here for you underway in just a moment. One ready up in, another ready up in. There we go. It took a bit, but we're here. We're ready to go. So let's get into it. Round 1. We got the Sabers on blue. We got Inferno Dragons on orange. And we are in the game. We're ready to go. Here we go. We got cams. We got scoreboard. Everything's working. We've got players. And we are underway. Sabers with the disc first. It's going to be simplistic, sending it down, looking to bounce it in. Isn't quite going to get in, but gets the disc back. Has recovered, has some time. Looking, trying to get past Dragonic Peril. Does get past, but loses the disc. So did the rest of the defense. As it is picked up there, it's simplistic with the disc, making some moves, trying to find a teammate, but no, the defense is back, and it will be picked up and cleared by, cleared out, sort of, by Inferno Dragons. Simplistic, though, is going to get a steal here. So maintaining possession is going to be the Sabers. They've got a good cross here. There's the teammate on the corner, Jetarian is going to put that one in and get an early lead for the Sabers. There we go. We got ourselves some echo. It took a little while, but we're here, and it's going to be a fun game. Finally ready to go. Here we go. Coming out of the tunnel, it is going to be Inferno Dragons with their first chance to answer here. Uh-oh, missing the disc, though. That's no good. And look who it is. Second goal of the game. Jetarian going to put that one in 4-3. And just like that, a quick 5-0 lead. Not what you want to see if you're a Dragon, but I mean, sure, they all just woke up. They got a player. I imagine they were calling and pinging a player who was just sleeping in. A little slow out of the gate here. They are going to pick up that disc and not under a ton of pressure, so they are able to get it out. They'll get it past that initial stack where it is going to be picked up here by Dragonic Peril, who's going to pass up to Dual Game. Dual Game makes a nice move, has some teammates coming across, but that defensive play is going to come out and get stunned. Random Name, I believe, getting in there with the stun. And it is going to be cleared up down the middle. They've got the stack there. The stack is picked up. Coming in, it is going to be Saber Simplistic. Looking behind, waiting. The defense is able to get back in time. So instead of taking that 3, is going to take the 2 on the contested goal. But that's okay, because it's in. And the Sabers are up 7-0. It was up 7-0, only 2 minutes in, so Sabers coming out very strong here. Obviously benefiting from having all their players there for the warm-up. And they're going to come out of the tunnel here. It is going to be, it's going to be lost as the 2 players aren't able to kind of keep it, figure out who is going to take the disc, as they're Simplistic with it, is going to send the one at the goal, not quite going to connect. Second try here, though, is picked up behind, and Random Name going to put that one in, and that is another 2 points. Quarter of the way through the round here, and we do have a 9-0 lead, so maybe possible that after all the wait, we have a very quick here, but hey, still, lots of time for the young whippersnappers on Inferno Dragons to pull this one back together. Coming out the tunnel here, it is going to be Dual Game with the disc. Is going to send it to the left tunnel. Just going to miss the teammates, and very good read there, as it will be picked up by Simplistic. Simplistic is going to clear this one up by looking for some teammates. The stacks aren't there, but they are still going to get to it first. Random Name going to get stunned out. Good defensive play by Dual Game. Dual Game is going to get a very good clear, but they don't have the stacks together. And so instead, that stack is going to get to it. It's Ish the Fish picking it up for the Sabers. With a lot of time, just going to kind of set this one up on the back end. Looking across to Simplistic. Simplistic with the disc is going to look to clear it ahead. And they've got a stack coming in. They've picked it up down below the goal. Net's empty. Slowly floating back is Dual Game, but not able to get there in time. Jetarian going to put that one in and extend this lead to 11-0. Not the kind of start you want to see if you're Inferno Dragons. Inferno Dragons, with a couple, early wins in their placement matches, probably might have gotten themselves a little more than they can chew here. As, you started with a couple early games against Bronze, and you do well there, and suddenly you find yourself, oh, hey, I'm in a Gold game. And, the shock of the different skill level can be pretty jarring. The cross pass there is just going to miss the target and float into the hands of Ish the Fish on the back end. Oh, but that's intercepted. Dragonic Peril with a good chance here for the Dragons. Oh, that is deftly stolen. Simplistic with the steal. Looking for the clear. Make the second one a clear. That one's a self-pass. Got a teammate up ahead. Oh, that's going to hit the cloud, though. Not going to be what they were looking for, but hey, no one from the Inferno Dragons is really back yet. So they've got all the time in the world to march this one in and put that one in. It's going to be Simplistic with another 2 points. Simplistic, yeah, like you said, Cook Notes, Simplistic doing very well here today. I think if I check this real quick, Simplistic does have, I believe, like three of their goals at this point. So yes, a very good performance coming in from them so far this game. roll out here. They're going to get it through, but don't really have a teammate in position to get it. And so Simplistic is looking for that bounce 3, not quite going to get the angle to put it in off the backboard. This is going to bounce out all the way back to the midfield here. And there is a player there for the Dragons with some space. Looking, got a teammate, got an open goal, waiting to get a better shot, but the defense stacking back well. And that really is what the difference here, right? That's the difference here. It's been those stacks. We haven't really seen much stacking from the Inferno Dragons, and as a result, the races to these loose discs have all been claimed really by the Sabers, and it's what's been making the difference in this one. Simplistic is going to get this one cleared up. It's going to come in. It's going to hit shoulder, going to bounce in. Lots of space. They're in first. Here comes the stack. They do have the defense back, but will it be enough? Simplistic with a couple moves, going to get by the defense, by the goalie. Simplistic putting the Sabers up 15-0 now.
11, 10, 9, 8.
15-0 Sabers lead as we hit 4 minutes left on the clock in this critical first round. Trying to see, at this point now, if you're Inferno Dragons, we're saying, okay, can we get something on the board here? Can we get something to kind of, you know, set up a less hopeless feeling second round, right? Just to show, hey, we're able to do something. We can connect on this. We can put together. Here comes the stack coming in. The pressure is too much for AA Magic, who isn't able to find a teammate. And Dragonic is going to get stunned out. And another attempt, that's going to get cleared away. As good defensive pressure coming in here from the Sabers, as they're able to kind of, you know, just that. They apply pressure. They force a bad pass. And they open up a room here for their own counterattack. It's going to be slapped away by Dual Game. Dual Game doing a good job on that defensive end. Really, this would have been a mercy if not for the efforts of Dual Game, who's been doing a very decent job on that back end in the goal. Dragonic here with a good chance. They've got a turnover. AA Magic moving in, going to try and take it in alone. But no, that is going to get stunned out by the defense. I believe that was Random Name getting the stun. And no counterattack can happen. Good stack coming back here from Inferno, as it is going to be brought up now. It is Dragonic Peril, passing it up to AA Magic. AA with a teammate on the post, finds the teammate, looking to bring it in here with a Duke. Hey, that's Dual Game! Getting the first points on the board here for Inferno Dragons, finally breaking that goose egg. And yeah, well done there, as Inferno Dragons getting on the board for the first time. A good little cut pass there to open up what was a decent shot and goal. Oh, and coming through, they've missed the disc. Ish the Fish, but there's no pressure. Ish the Fish has all the time in the world to get back to that one. Very, very fortunate happenstance here for the Sabers, and they're not able to connect on that pass either. Nearly results in a turnover, but they will get back on it, will get that clear. Sabers able to follow them in. They've got the stacks, the net's open. And that's going to be Jatarian, not able to finish that one. Ding down. Back to Simplistic. Simplistic going to put that one in and restore that 15-point lead. It's like an Offbeat, I'm a madman. What makes me a madman? What makes me a madman? From waking up at like a reasonable, healthy hour and casting games? That makes me a madman. Proud to be. Normally wouldn't even be awake yet. I think that's a you problem. Chat, I'm curious. When are all of you waking up? I know you're all like, for the most part, everyone here is like young, crazy teenagers or preteens. So I'm like, I don't get being able to sleep in that long. Simplistic, gonna put that one in for another 3 points and put them just one score away from a mercy here. 20-2 lead, minute 16 left on the clock. So hey, Inferno Dragons, I think if I'm them right now, I'm putting a goal like, hey, we are not going to get mercied this round, right? You got yourselves the points, and now it's just a matter of not getting that mercy. Here it is going to be. It's going to be Dual Game, doing a good job. Perfect timing. Not able to get the accuracy on the pass, but times it very well to kind of bait that stack out. But a good defensive side from Random Name. They're going to get that stun. They're going to get the steal. And it is going to be coming back out into the tunnel. It's still picked up. No, Dual Game gets a good read on there, gets the steal, looking for that long 3, not gonna get there. There was a nugget in the way, unfortunately. Simplistic with the disc is gonna get stunned out, but not before getting the clear, as it is gonna be Dragonic Peril stepping back on that one. 30 seconds left on the clock. Inferno Dragon's been looking much better this last little bit here. Long shot isn't gonna connect, but Upsilon is going to pick this up with a little bit of space, looking to go in for that dunk, but no, the defense does get back. Random Name is going to get the steal. 15 seconds left on the clock, and it is going to be Simplistic moving in, looking, takes a long bounce. 7 seconds left. Are they able to put this one in to get that Mercy? Coming in, 2 seconds left on the clock. Simplistic will put it in, and we have a final 22-2 in favor of the Sabers. Girls, thank you, thank you. Boom, Sabers, round 1 win. But honestly, that was a very, it looks blown out of proportion, but honestly, as of about, I want to say, I don't know, the last 3-4 minutes or so, there really wasn't that much that was, you know, like they were keeping it fairly even, right? I feel like that is a thing. Okay, so we don't have any scores, so give me just a second, as I know there was a whole thing where I could get them back if I did a thing. But while I find that scoreboard. One second while I am gonna try and get us that scoreboard, because this always gives me problems for whatever reason. It seems to be fine for everyone else, but mine always decides, you know what? We're gonna just not show everyone the stats because we don't feel that Offbeat's crowd deserves to see the stats. I would really love to get this here, as long as I can.
Round starting in
There is a way to do it.
12, 11, 10, 9,
Fresh cash. We got stats, but it's too late because we're going to round 2, but don't worry. Once we're back, we will have those stats for you. You got them. You saw them for a few seconds. That's all you need, right? Because we're underway here. And coming down the tunnel, slow start. It is going to be picked up. That's Dragonic Peril getting ahead on it. And it is going to be picked up, though, and cleared out with a quick rush coming in here from the Sabers. The Sabers, hey, put that one in for the long 3. Ish the Fish. That's a name we haven't said on their end for a while. But hey, Ish with a very nice 3-pointer. Starting very quick here as the Sabers are coming in here with some quick pressure. Moogle saying Dragons are a round 2 team, no doubt. Absolutely. I'm expecting great things of them. Dual Game is looking for a pass. Oh, not quite going to get that bounce in the tunnel, as it doesn't look like the teammate was ready for it. And looking back here to get a quick counterattack. It's not going to land. Sabers were looking for that, but they still do have the disc. Random Name with some space without a lot of pressure is going to take that shot. Goalie tried to jump out and time that one, but isn't able to get it. And that is a 5-0 lead now, as a goalie kind of effed all alone back there. Not much help coming back to free them up. And that's why we see ourselves with a 5-0 lead here. All right. 5-0 lead, minute on the clock, still plenty of time. Coming out of the tunnel, here we go. It's Dual Game with the disc. Not under a ton of pressure here. Is going to get rid of that one, but not to a teammate. And I feel it is very important. One of the best things to learn early on as an Echo Arena player is that passing to teammates is usually a good path to success versus passing to opponents. It is going to be cleared out here. Good defensive effort gain all the way back. That one's actually going to come very close to the goal. Let's just see if they can get the stacks together, though, because that has been a problem for them so far, and it does look like they aren't going to have a stack in place here. So it is going to be Simplistic with the disc. Is going to clear it. No. Doesn't get all the way through. That is going to take an unfortunate bounce, and it's back into the defensive zone, into the bubble. But where is Inferno Dragons? Inferno Dragons! You got to be applying some pressure on here. You got to be scoring some points. Instead, it's going to be picked up. Simplistic is going to clear it just as they get stunned. Picked up above. Coming in is Ish the Fish. And Ish the Fish. Which is just, it's such a fun name to say. I love it. 7-0. 7-0 coming in here for the Sabers. As Ish times that one perfectly, reads the angle very well, and extending that lead. Seconds counting down. Here we go. There's the disc. There's the Joe's Dual Game coming in there to pick it up. Is looking for the tunnel, but isn't quite able to get that pass off under the pressure. Still, not a lot of pressure from the defense in the tunnels, and so Dragonic Peril looks to send this ahead. They've got it ahead. It is going to be Unholy Upsilon looking for the pass, but Ish the Fish in the goal with the save, with the clear, and that one's going to bounce all the way out, so let's see which stack gets there first. Do get a decent stack there, but they're going to get stunned out. All 4 players of the Sabers in here, and Simplistic is going to put that one in. A goal, nearly getting back to stop that one, but it's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough to keep this one out, and that will be a 9-0 lead. But hey, I think we're at a 9-0 lead at like, feel like the pace is a little slower, but I might just be wrong. Anyways, coming out of the joust here. Who do we got? It is going to be dual game with a disc. Makes a move, but not able to find a teammate. The teammate had vacated the tunnel, so it looks like a little miscommunication on their rollouts here is kind of causing them some trouble. Ish the Fish with the disc is looking to get a clear. Gets it up near a teammate. Yes, very good job. Jetarian is going to send that one through. Sends it high up to the Sky Trench. No teammates there. Is going to be picked up by Dragonic Peril on the defensive side. Goes for a bounce clear and gets it out, but no one was really there, and they had time. Who's casting? That is not Newton. That is Offbeat. Pleasure to meet you. This is my time slot. If someone's casting this early in the morning, I think you can usually assume it's Offbeat. No one else is up this early. Jetarian gonna put that win, and we've got an 11-0 lead now as we hit the 6-minute mark. Yes, as Cook Note is saying, this doesn't look that great for Dragons right now. They dropped the first round, and this one isn't going so hot. Earl Dredge, hi. Nice to meet you. 11-0 coming out the trench. It is going to be dual game with the disc again. Again, looks through the tunnel, has that connection in the tunnel, which is something they haven't had a lot before. Dragonic Peril was looking for that pass. You can see that was designed, but that was being covered very well by the defensive backline. But still, took time, used patience, found an option. Oh, dual game! A nice pass across there to set up dual game. They aren't able to finish, but they maintain control of the disc here. One of the better chances we've seen for Inferno Dragons. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to finish this one. One wayward pass, and that is going to kind of set it up back the other way. Looking for the 3, not quite going to connect, as Simplistic is going to put that one a bit wide as we hit the midway point here in this critical second round. Bounce pass off the ceiling to Simplistic. Dual game, they get there, they stun each other out, and a wayward clear right into the hands of Random Name. All right. So, little pro tip here. These players are absolutely rushing their clears, but a big part of those rush clears, as someone who has played this game before on a team, I know, wild, right? One thing you do have to keep in mind is a lot of that does come down to communication, right? So you need on defense, when you've got a player who's going towards the disc, you got to make sure that they know you've got time, like you have time to make a decision with that and to, to find a good pass instead of slapping it blindly behind yourself. Dual game with the disc here, moving in. Oh, makes a nice move. 1-on-1 with the goal. Gets around the goalie behind the goal. Dual game, the only scorer for Inferno Dragons so far, with a couple of nice moves. Dual game, take a bow. Excellent effort there. And hey, no shutouts today. You can say the Inferno Dragons have had a rough day, but hey, at least they're not getting shut out. Rollout coming in here, Simplistic with the disc, and I am just realizing that I did not give myself any water here. So, fingers crossed that we don't get too parched and don't scream too much. But hey, coming in here, it is going to be picked up on the back line. Simplistic is going to try and clear this one ahead to a teammate. They've got a couple teammates down there. Oh, there it is. That's open. There's no one in the goal. They're going to make the nice, easy pass, and no! Random name not able to finish that one. And then the defense gets back, applies some pressure, and it is going to be Unholy trying to get the clear, but Ish the Fish sends it into the waiting hands of Dual Game. Dual Game with a good save on the back end. Dual Game absolutely playing like the MVP for Inferno Dragons right now. This one isn't get back there, not a ton of pressure coming out. Ish the Fish is going to have a good time to set that one up and get the clear. And sitting there waiting on the back line is Random Name, just waiting for that disc to float in. Is going to look at taking this one in. Got a couple teammates. It's a 3-on-1. Simplistic is going to get that one and is going to bounce it in. A little slow one, moving in at like a 5 meter per second shot. But hey, sometimes that's all you need. 5 minutes for 11 points doesn't look like it will happen. It does look fairly unlikely at this point. 15-2, that's a 13-point difference. And honestly, at the rate the Sabers have been playing, I wouldn't be too surprised. But hey, Inferno Dragons definitely looking better than they did round 1. They've had some offensive chances here. That pass just missing. If that connects, they're able to set this one up. But it's really just been a problem getting set up in the first place, right? Dual Game with another nice move. Set this one up, get the clear. Nearly gets that bounce. Are you kidding me? That would have been wild. But as is, it doesn't fall, and it will be, that gets past everyone on that back end, and they're going to get stunned out coming in, looking for the mail slot. Is it there? Nearly there. Second time's the charm, though. Jetarian is going to put that one in and extend this lead to 16 points. 18-2. 2 minutes left on the clock.
10,
Two scores away from Mercy that would bring this game to an end.
3, 2,
But hey,
1.
still time. I'm not saying there's a comeback or anything necessarily coming, but there's still time for some exciting moments. Oh, that was a good pass, but it was Dragonic Peril just not leaving their perch in time to make a play for the disc, and that's going to cost them as it is a turnover. It is picked up here, waiting to read the bounce. Oh, Jatarian with a great steal is going to find Simplistic above the goal. Simplistic moving in, going to make a little duck. Simplistic, who was so on fire in that round one for the Sabres, is going to tuck this one in and make it 20-2.
12, 11, 10.
One more score, then we've got that mythical, legendary Mercy that I'm sure the Sabres are looking for. And honestly, the Sabres have been, it's not undeserved. The Sabres have been playing very well this game. They've been doing a good job getting back on defense, on getting those stacks together, and on capitalizing when they've had the chances coming in. Oh, Dragonic is going to take that shot. The bounce, nearly finding the goal. Ding off the post, a couple of close chances. Like the Inferno Dragons could have had like 3 scores this round at least, but just barely missing on some of these wild long ones. It's going to bounce in here, Simplistic with the disc. Ducking under, has a teammate up on the ceiling, is going to try and get it to them. That's Random Name. Random Name going to put this one away. There is the Mercy, 22-2. Hey, that score sounds familiar. It's almost as if we just had 2 with that score. Jeep Girls, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Glad you came out here and we all watched the game together. Lot of fun. Lot of fun here. 22-2, obviously not what you're looking at. There we go. Stats working. It's all fixed. Figured out. Yeah. Obviously, bit of a blowout here. It does hurt to see, but hey, honestly, when I got cast, when I was just starting out in the league, the biggest thing for me was just, I got the cast. Now we've got game film to look back on. We can see what we were doing wrong. We can adjust. We can improve. And hey, these guys went 2-0 before this game. It just means they're not at the gold level yet. Nothing to say that they can't get there in the future. That's gonna be it for me for today. Why is that it for me for today? Because no one else is playing these early morning games. Play some early morning games, guys. I love the weekend morning casts, and we'll always be there for those. But hey, that's it for me. I'm Offbeat. I will be doing the Horizons cast. We have a couple EU games coming up that you will be able to watch in Horizons. Or on the main VR Master League channel, if you want to continue watching here on Twitch. So I will be a part of those starting in about 2 hours. So make sure you follow, stick around, and we'll be back with that in a bit. Thanks everyone for showing up. I've been Offbeat, on the mic, on the cams. Love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Credits.
And we're underway.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.